What's happening, everybody? It is a Monday morning J&A Thrift Haul. I'm your one host, Vegas J.
And I'm Philly Nay. Hi, everybody.
What is happening, everybody? How are you? Hey, I need a little bit of sip of my Diet Coke. Not rum time
my coffee here. No, I've got my coffee here.
Just caffeine time. All right. I've been doing is Thursdays I've been going out and going thrifting since it's 25% off everything at Savers. So we're 2 weeks behind, so this is a culmination of 2 Thursdays. And I want to show something right off the bat because I need the help of my lovely assistant, Sophia, because it is that big. So for those of you who've been paying attention, you see me buying and selling San Marcos blankets. And that's thanks to Vicky letting me know the brand to look for. So the other day when Vicky and I were out together, she missed this by 2 steps. A giant full-color San Marcos blanket. All right, turn that around, would you, Soph? Because usually they're two-tone. So that is a huge San Marcos blanket, and I paid $8 for it, and I'll probably sell in the neighborhood of $100 to $150. Thank you, Soph.
Where are they from, those blankets? Because I'm the queen of the linen section, and I never ever see them.
They are from Mexico.
So you're closer to their origin, probably.
Well, yeah, but they're big all over the country. Now this one,
I'm sure. I just have yet to find one.
The corner you just dropped. Now this one was easier to tell. Mostly you got to find the label, but this one, the other corner.
Oh, it's shaky.
Yeah, see it right there. See the big logo? You're holding it. So the other corner, even though I know it's upside down, has a big San Marcos on it. So this one's really easy to tell that you found a San Marcos blanket.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, keep your eyes out for that. Once you feel one and see one, they really stand out. Now, there are some kind of, I'll call them knockoffs, now that they are knockoffs, but they look somewhat like the San Marcos blankets. So you'll be all excited to run to the section, then you feel it, and you're like, this is about half the weight of a San Marcos blankets. They're really heavy duty. So if you're a cold person and you live someplace cold, you want a San Marcos blanket. You'll never be warmer in your entire life. So thank you very much, Sophia. So that was that's the first thing out the gate. And if you recall a couple weeks ago, Nadine, I found a jacket made out of a blackjack table that Stacy modeled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At the same place. Now, if you remember the blackjack jacket, a guy was holding it. I saw him and his girlfriend talking about it, and they're like, nah, it's only $5. They put it back.
Yeah, really.
2 minutes after I grabbed that, I walked through the rest of the jackets, and I grabbed the jacket right before another guy saw it. Like he was kind of zeroing in on it, and he's like, are there any more of those? So it is stamped 1960, and it is one badass military full-length jacket.
Whoa.
So here is on that. Come on, focus.
It's a little blurry. We can make out the
shape,
but yeah.
It is cross swords and like a steering wheel, and the buttons have 3 crowns on them. So the jacket is in amazing shape. Got the epaulets on the top, and this was $10. So this, cool. I've not done any research yet, but I got to imagine this to be like a $75 to $100 jacket.
Oh, maybe more. Yeah.
Yeah. That is beyond badass. And let me show you one other thing so I can get it out of my way. Box still sealed from Audio Technica. And this sells usually for about $100, and I picked it up for $20. So it was just sitting there waiting for me.
That's decent.
Yeah, no kidding. Problem is that sucker is big and in my way. All right, let me throw it to you because I got to get a couple things together.
Alrighty. So I these past couple weeks I've hit my storage unit the bins and a couple Goodwills and thrift stores with my friend Lola. We were scoping out some stores for our upcoming classes that are going to be on April 10th and 12th. So we were kind of cherry picking the stores. So, and we found some great stuff at all of them, but we did decide on one where we found the plethora of amazing items. So it's going to be a great store. So I found, let's see, first of all, I'll start with these. These were in the bins. They say the Bomo Collection, New York. They're dated 1981. They're brass unicorn bookends.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, and they were in the bins. Now, this time we were there for the bin changeover, and I was aggressive. So I was right in there. I was right in there with people, and I was shoving them aside just so they were shoving me aside. And these bookends were one of the first things in one of the new bins. So these would have definitely been gone had I not gotten to the bins and fought my way.
Were you wearing excuse me, were you wearing elbow pads? Man, that is tough to say.
No, but you can get injured. So I also in the same event there, I found these vintage fondue fork set, if I don't stab myself with one of them. Yeah, they're awesome. They're they have almost like, they're not Bakelite, but they have almost like that Bakelite kind of plastic, look in there.
Yep.
They're very retro, very cool. I think they're from the 70s, but they're in the box, and yeah, so they're really, that's a cool set. So I didn't look that up, but I know that they're gonna do well. Also, always look for your vintage purses, and the condition really is when you're going with vintage purses, condition issues are a little more forgivable. Like this has some scratches on it, but it's still in overall great condition. Now, if it's falling apart, if it's got holes in it, that's a different story. But it's got that it's got this beautiful satin lining, and I don't know this brand. I have to look it up, but I can imagine that this purse will fetch at least $30, maybe more. It's B&N Davis. You can see that.
Move the strap. There you go. Hold it steady.
Yeah, so that's an awesome vintage bag. And let's see. Ooh, we have a white Pendleton skirt. It's actually ivory. It's not white. It's Pendleton. It's vintage 80s. This tag is 80s. And it's lined, and it is a size 16, which is a great bonus. Because a lot of them, you find a lot of the vintage ones in smaller sizes, but the larger sizes always sell better. So this is also from the bins. I don't know this brand. They are Pancaldi, but here's a tip. If you see anything that says Vera Cura, that means genuine leather. And if you see anything, again, it made in Italy on the bottom of shoes and with the leather sole, you know that they're good. And these are that. They are AA now. 8.5 AA means extra narrow. So that's going to be one of the downsides, but they're so cute. They have like this cute little tropical print on them, and for being in the bins, I paid next to nothing. So they might sit a while until the right narrow foot size buyer comes along, but they will sell. And Jason, I teased this item. You can tell us more about this. I found this at the store that we picked for our April 12th class. So Tiki mugs, they're good Tiki mugs. So that's from that store, and on the back it's from the Hawaiian Cottage, which was in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Is that correct?
Yep. So yeah. The Fu Manchu is a long, old-timey mug. They currently make it by the company I tell you not to purchase from, DW, Dynasty Wholesales. This is
Otagiri.
Yeah, the older ones from Otagiri, and then especially from the Hawaiian Cottage. Now that one's missing a chip, but one similar to it just sold for $40.
And why is it okay that this has a chip in it? Because what am I doing with this?
Wait, you're giving it to me. Thank you very much. Wait, where's that one from? Hawaiian what?
Hawaiian Cottage.
Hawaiian Cottage. If you find the one from Hawaiian Village in Florida, that one sells for $100. So here, I'll show you real quick. Yeah. So don't either buy or pass all Fu Manchus based on what you know. If it's a crappy new one, pass it. If it's these old ones, so here's one for 40.
Nice.
Here's one for 96. The Orchids of Hawaii was the company that mainly made them back in the day, and then the Dynasty Wholesale. Like this one that says vintage is a lie. This is the modern version.
So the Otagari Japan, the bottom that says import Otagari company, that's the good thing. And it's got crazing, which also you can tell that it's old. It's crazed throughout, which now the thing is here, this is a big chip, yes. But to a collector like Jason, he said, I'll still put it in my collection. I still want it. So it's not necessarily a deal breaker. Now, if I were to sell this and not give it to Jason, I'm sure that would take some value off, but somebody would probably still buy it for their collection, correct?
You could just say that's where you put the straw rack.
Right. But this is going to Jason when he's here in Philly. So that's why that was a good find. I was very happy to find that. So and do you want me to keep going or do you want to?
No, I'll hop in.
Okay.
Now, I did tease this, so I'm still not going to show you, but this is the back of the coolest sweatshirt I've ever thrifted. So that's just a little tease to get you to hang around for the whole show. This is awesome. So I'll put that back down for a little while. All right. So one of my favorite places to thrift is where, Nadine? Let's see how good you are.
No, stop.
That is not a thrift store.
Savers.
What's the favorite place to thrift?
Savers, the Crazy Town.
The favorite place to thrift that isn't a thrift store.
Oh, that isn't a thrift store? I don't know. Garage sales?
No.
Estate sales?
Nope.
Antique mall?
Nope.
Oh, God. Just tell me.
Record stores.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, that's not really
thrifting,
thrifting, but yeah.
And what do record stores have nowadays that they didn't about 5 years ago?
Books.
You got it. So, books. So, and this ties together really well. So Nadine found a Tiki mug. The resurgence of Tiki happened in the late 90s, basically because of this book written by my friend Sven. He went and kind of dug out everything Tiki, and he's like, what happened to Tiki? So he wrote this giant book all about Tiki, and that kind of rebirthed Tiki. And this is a book by Taschen, which we've talked about in the past. They make very cool books, and they usually go out of print after the one or two pressings is done. So this did so well, they made a pocket version that you could buy at Old Navy back in the day. This was like 20 years ago.
Wow.
So it was new for $7.50 originally. I found this at a bookstore on Friday for $5. Took it to the Tiki event I was vending at on Saturday and sold it for $15. Triple my money, just like that. Boom.
Nice.
That is a quick, easy turnaround.
So that's your personal copy, I'm assuming.
I was about to say, yes, this is my personal copy. I didn't sell it, then steal it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my personal copy. And now I teased this the other day. Light his fire, light her fire. How to keep a man hopelessly and passionately in love with you. How to ignite passion and excitement in the woman that you love. They are, this is from Ellen Creedman, PhD. So this is a huge giant booklet, and look at the pretty cassettes.
Wow.
But shockingly, because who watching right now, what 98 of you would pause and look at this cassette, How to Keep Your Wife in Love with You, and would you even stop at it? Well, I not only stopped, I looked it up, and they're selling for like $40.
Yeah, I would look at it because of you, because I know to look for that stuff now. But
I paid $3, and this one too, Anthony Robbins, Living Health. Again, cassettes.
Yep.
This was $7, and this sells too for like $40. So
now I found he was the guy that was in he was in the elevator in that movie with
come on.
Oh God.
You're gonna give me a pop culture reference. Do it.
No, I know who it is. It's oh man, she's blonde. She was married to the guy from that band.
Oh my God, you are dancing all the way around it. Yes, you've got everything right.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow was in the movie with Jack Black. Yes.
Yes.
And Tony Robbins was in it, and it's called somebody in the chat's gonna say it.
No, don't look, don't cheat. What's it called?
Oh God.
Tell me now.
Shallow Hal.
Yay! And what was the name of the band she was married to the lead singer of?
That would be the guy from. Oh, it's on my.
Coldplay.
Okay, thank you. Oh man.
Very good, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
had it all in my head.
You just saw Nadine's brain go to work to figure that all out. That was impressive. All right, so Nadine showed you a purse. I'm going to show you a couple. I didn't find any vintage ones, but I found some cool ones nonetheless. Here's a Harajuku lover's purse. Thought it was very cool. Cool. That is Gwen Stefani.
That's Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, very good.
Yes, see?
Got an awesome print on the inside. So that was $5.
She was married to a guy from Bush, was it? Or
yes. Oh my God, what is happening today?
Yeah.
You take your pop culture pills this
Gavin
morning?
something? Gavin.
Yes,
That was her
Gavin
husband. Gavin
Rossdale.
Ross. Yes.
This is crazy.
Took my pop culture pill this morning, I guess.
Now, the other day I was with Vicky and another friend, Heather, and I went to the purse section, and this was sticking out, and I'm like, I wonder if one of those other two looked at it, but I still paused to look at it. And the last one sold for $30, and there's one up for $45, and this was $4. So I grabbed it, and Heather's like, "Oh yeah, I looked at it." I go, "Why don't you grab it?" She goes, "I didn't feel like looking it up." I'm like, "What?" So here is a bag from
Nickelodeon. I have the same bag.
It's from an expo in Las Vegas.
Yep,
And it's like all the Nickelodeon shows.
I have the same exact bag in my store, and I put it up, I think, for $79.99, and they are selling for around that. So let's see who can sell theirs first.
It's a challenge.
Yeah. It was from like a Comic-Con, and it's a Nickelodeon throwback bag.
And then I've talked about this brand many, many times. It's called Caribbean Soul. And let me see, where's the little tag right there? Caribbean Soul. And it's always got some like three-dimensional part to it, or mostly always. Sometimes it can be just a little hang tag. Sometimes it's a gecko. This one's got some beads. And for a long time, Jimmy Buffett owned this company. He doesn't anymore, but he did through the heyday. So that is, and it's always geared towards the parrot heads, which if you don't know Jimmy Buffett, those are his fans. So this was $2. It's not a big substantial purse. And there's the tag if you want to see the logo. They also make clothing, but I'll probably sell this purse for about $25. Then my last purse of the day is sack roots with some birdies and some flowers. And I always like sack roots and stuff. So it was $5, and I'll probably sell it for $25. They always have like really nice heavy duty hardware. It was really well made. Yes, I will remember to take the tags off when I go to take pictures of them. All right, I'm gonna look up a hat, so I'm gonna put you back up.
Okay. So I have this Pandora is for those of you who don't know, they make these bracelets that are very popular, and they're charm bracelets, and you collect the very expensive charms on the bracelet, and they also have other jewelry and whatnot. Well, this is a new in-box Pandora sleigh ornament, and it's meant to. Yeah, it's got this little pouch that it's meant to gift one of the bracelet or the beads, and it sells for around $20 to $25, so that's not bad, and I paid $1 for it. So, I teased this bag. This was from the bins. Very heavily beaded, vintage. Got a couple pulls in it, but if you could feel it, it's got so much weight to it. Now it does have some stains on the inside, but that's okay. That's forgivable. It's vintage. It's 60s. Satin lining. And if you open it, the brand, and this is what I wanted to show you guys, is La Regale. And they are known for making these crazy beaded bags. I don't know if you can see trying to show the tag without, I don't think you can really see it very well, maybe. But it's LAREGALE, and they are, that's a great brand, especially when you find the older vintage ones. They're great, and this says handmade in Korea, which is another indicator of something old, or Hong Kong. That's another indication that it's 60s. So let's see what else. Okay, so I have to ask everyone here. So I got these in the bins. They're the Sack, the brand, which is a great brand. These should do really well, except I know I can clean them with a magic eraser, but the right boot is actually discolored. It's got like a yellow discoloration on it. So I took a gamble on them because they were from the bins. I paid virtually nothing, but I'm wondering the best way to get that yellow discoloration off. So if anyone has any tips on that.
You don't mean the yellow birds on it, do you?
No, the one boot is actually like yellow discolored. The one is whiter than the other. So I'm going to try a magic eraser. I haven't even attempted to clean them yet. But, also in the bins is, I saw this.
Hang on. Someone else know what you're going to ask for the purse. I'm guessing the last purse, Brenda, the white one.
Which purse? The white one? I don't know. Honestly, yeah. I have to look it up. And I mean, I'm assuming that I'll get like 30 to 40 for it maybe, but I have to compare similar conditions and whatnot. So,
cool.
And then I saw these in the bins and I knew right away you need to learn your symbols. Now these just look like regular men's shoes, a little beat, the bottoms have some wear, right? But when I saw this it looks like a little V with a little flourish on it. And then I saw the name, it's embossed in the side there. They're Frye, Frye. That is a very high-end brand. And these should do very well in any condition. Frye will always do well. So, and they usually make boots, but they also make dress shoes. So, and let's see. Oh,
what do Frye dress shoes sell for?
I don't know how much those are going to go for. I might get. I mean, if they were in great condition, I'd probably get upwards of 100, but I'll get at least 50 for them easily. So, and this I teased. It's like a duster cardigan, and the brand is Eileen Fisher, which I will always pick up. If you see Eileen Fisher, always grab Eileen Fisher. They always do well. This should go for a minimum of $50. So. And I also teased this green one, which is this lovely metallic green color.
Nice.
And it's Laura Ashley, which still sells. People do still look for Laura Ashley, especially vintage. This is this is a newer label. This isn't really so vintage. It's probably like early 2000s, so that's not really vintage, but it's yeah.
They have 2000s are vintage. Holy cow.
No. 20 years or older is what the definition of vintage is. So this isn't vintage, but it's Laura Ashley, so that'll do well. And I talk about not buying acrylic yarn. However, this is an exception.
You're gonna break your rule?
Well, this is in the bins. It was in the baggie, and it's vintage. It's called Klansman. It is by Red Heart, which is a really crappy brand to buy these days, but vintage Red Heart sells. And this was Coates and Clark, and it's Klansman sport yarn, and there are 2 of those in there, and there's also a wool. So the 3 of them together will probably get like $15 or so. So that's not so bad. And I also picked up this yarn from the bins. It's called Full of Sheep, and this is another one that This is another Red Heart brand that I say buy. I never would recommend buying regular Red Heart, but this is called Full of Sheep. Yes, it's by Stitch Nation by Debbie Stoller, and this is wool. This is a Peruvian wool. So this is one of the Red Heart higher end brands, and this is a modern one. So if you ever see this one, always grab that too.
Is Peruvian wool like Colombian gold?
Peruvian wool is the good wool. Peruvian is, yes. That's or merino wool from Italy, or no, I don't. So is it cocaine? Is that it?
Very good. Oh my God, the references are coming fast and furious today.
All right.
So yes, the good cocaine, the good wool, very much.
All right. Okay.
Very much similar.
Oh my goodness. Do you want me to keep going, or?
No, I'll hop in here.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to show you a dud because I figured it'd be a good, easy sale, and it's a cheap hat apparently. And this is not my political leanings. I mean, it could be, might not be. I don't care either way, really. But I figured in these times an NRA ball cap would do good. But now they usually sell for about $7 to $10. So I guess I should have left it behind. I'm a sucker for these kind of hats, Nay, and they never sell that well, but I'm a sucker for them. Old school trucker hats, the kind your grandpa would wear from long ago casino. So this one specifically from the Stan's Race and Sports book. So they don't always, they never sell that well, but I don't know. They're one of my weaknesses. I love buying these old stupid hats. But a good hat and a good brand to buy always is Primo beer. It's beer from Hawaii. It's not that easy to get. It's one of my favorite beers. And they have a real iconic logo. And they've been around off and on for 40 years. So anything Primo, hats, there's Hawaiian shirts. The vintage ones will sell upwards of $100. There's board shorts. Anything Primo, pick it up, and that'll be an easy sell. And then this was hanging on the rack. And it was hanging on the rack just like this. And my spidey sense kicked in. And I'm like, oops, wait a minute. I'm like, what is that? Because that's not just lines. It looks like 35 in Roman numerals. So a quick search of the tag is actually, the tag was very nice to tell me it is from One OK Rock, which is a Japanese hard rock band. It says One OK Rock's 2015 35 Japan tour. So it's that rare product that tells you exactly everything you need to know. So this is a very popular Japanese rock band. No one has sold a hat recently, but the t-shirts from the tour sell around the $25 mark. So I figured if you're a fan of this band, the hat doesn't seem to be all that common or easy to come by. And obviously very light and tiny to ship and can go in a very small poly. I do love when you buy one thing and it comes with a bonus. So this is a Wizard of Oz journal. And so when I flip it open, it is unmarked. It's got the Wicked Witch on the pages. But I don't think this was part of it, but there's also a Wicked Witch bookmark. So I picked the two of them up for $3, and I'll probably put them up for $20. And then I only had one pair of shoes, Nadine, but mine are a little bit more fun than the ones you find. I live in Las Vegas. UNLV is the main college here. So these are UNLV Rebels tennis shoes. They're not Converse. They're just generics, but specifically for the UNLV Rebels. So they were, they were $3. And no one had these like low top, old school.
Yeah, they look like they're in decent condition.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, Final Four seasons right now, we're not in it. So I'll definitely put them up soon, but I think it might sell better maybe when school comes back for football season in the fall. So that's my thought. And I bought this. I'm not sure if I'm selling it, Nadine, or I'm keeping it.
Really? You might want to keep that?
It's a backpack. How awesome is that?
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Can you see me walking around with this on my back?
No, I cannot.
I was going to make a reference that you won't know, but
maybe I will today. I'm on fire.
In Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker walks around with Yoda on his back while he's training. So I could be like Luke Skywalker. I'll be like bald Luke Skywalker.
I saw Return of the Jedi.
Do you remember that part?
Yes.
All right.
Wasn't that when all the little guys, the little Ewoks were all around in the forest?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
Oh
see?
my God. What is happening today? Where is Nadine and what have you done with her? This is not the Nadine I know. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. So Jason, I sent you a link. If you could pull that up maybe while I'm doing some of mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted you to.
Wait, where's the link?
I sent it to you in Messenger just now.
You did?
Yes, I sent you a link. An eBay link.
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well,
You're
okay.
on, so
I teased this dress as well. And this is a beautiful Hawaiian dress. And the bonuses of it are not only the fact that it's gorgeous and it's vintage. It's you can say this better than I can, Jason.
Oh, Hookie Lau?
Yes, thank you.
Or
And
fashion, or fashions. Which one? Which one?
It's a Hookie Lau. So it's a size 18. Now this is a vintage 18, so it's definitely smaller than a modern day 18. But it was a size 18, and it was half price. So I think I only paid like $3.50 or something for it. So now, when you're talking about kids' clothing, are you ready to bring that link up, or?
Yeah, the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, you said kids' clothing, and then you're like, and the link.
No, I did. I'll show this, and then
all right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is if you're looking for kids' clothing, look for cute prints. Look at this; they're like little cute mushrooms. So this should do pretty well. It's just an Osh. Yeah, it's just an Oshkosh, but it's got rabbits and mushrooms on it. How cute!
Magic mushrooms for my child.
That's the kind of thing you're looking for when you look for kids' clothes, different, unique. So, okay, so there's my bag. That's your bag. I have mine up for $124.99 with best offer. I did see some completeds when I was looking it up for, like around the $100 range. So that's what I was aiming for. But you can see there are my keywords and whatnot. So I don't know. Maybe you can. We're going to be in competition on this bag now.
Yep, we are. I'll get mine today.
Yeah. So don't steal my title.
Oh, you think that's what I'm gonna do?
That's pretty cool, though, that you have the same bag.
All right, so I'm going to show something real quick in case anybody can work on it while we're on the show. I teased this last week. I found this cool vase. So it's sitting like this in the store. So it says Aloha Hawaii. Piques my interest, of course. I look at the bottom. It's got the old school Made in Japan sticker. Boom. I'm good now. I'm really good. And then it's got a flower on the back with the artist's signature. But, man, I cannot read the signature. I've Googled every version I thought I could, and nothing right comes up. So let me show you if anyone knows this or can figure it out. Yeah, I have no clue. It is M period, and then we can't tell if it's SQ or SG. Yeah, we don't know. And now it just went out of focus. Come on, focus. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like SYBAWARAYS.
Now there's a line across at the end, so I think the last letter is an X. Yeah, it does not sound like a Hawaiian name, that's for sure, because there's only like 12 letters in the Hawaiian alphabet, so there's no X's. So if anyone has ever seen this and is like, oh yeah, that's Missy Sakura. If you know this, please let me know, because I have no clue what that says, and Google has failed me, or I've not entered the letters in anywhere nearly the remote order that they go
in. Yeah, that's interesting.
All right, back to you.
Okay. This is, I always look for this pattern, which is the zigzag pattern it's called, oh my goodness, cancer brain. Somebody in the chat, please. Chevron. Okay, I got it. So every once in a while, my brain just shuts down. Yes. So this is also called a chevron, and it's Missoni does a lot of chevron prints. So whenever I see chevron, my eye is just like geared towards it. But this is a really cool one. It's vintage label. It's made in Taiwan. It says 100% nylon. And look at this tag. This is fantastic. I think it's 60s actually. Looking at the zipper, I think it's 60s in the tag. But can you see the?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is a really cool little vintage shirt. So, and it's in great condition. So I think I paid $3 for it. So that should go for at least $25, $30. So.
And lightweight and small and easy. Yep.
This is interesting. This was in the bins. Now the frame on it is bead. Like somebody would have to redo the frame, and I'll just disclose that. But the actual embroidery, it looks like it's Japanese, and it's gorgeous. Yeah.
That is crazy awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool. So I'm just going to sell it as is, disclose that the frame needs to be redone. And somebody could easily, repaint, redo that frame, that edge very easily. And the embroidery, or they could reframe it. The inside embroidery, though, is absolutely gorgeous. So that was a bin grab.
Hey,
And
what was the brand on that shirt?
on what shirt? Which shirt? I'm sorry, the vintage one?
Yeah. What was
It doesn't have a brand, actually. It just says 100% nylon made in Taiwan. It's got a vintage, a very vintage label on it, but there's no brand.
Huh.
So, yeah, so always pick up, if you find these cheap, this was in the bins, new with tags. It is a small, but this will sell well around the holidays, if not sooner. It's a snowman scrub top, so probably about 20 bucks for this, but $15 to $20. But for, you know, I paid next to nothing. So
New with tags, that's nice.
yes, new with tags. And this is the vintage Liz Claiborne that you're looking for in bags. See how it has that textured triangle kind of look to it, and then the label has that triangle. That's what you're looking for. That's the cool 80s vintage Liz Claiborne bags that are. And this is, you can see the label there. This is right from the 80s. The strap is in good condition. It's long enough for crossbody, so this should do very well. Probably like 30-ish. So not bad.
Long enough for tall ladies.
Oh yeah, I love that length. Oh my gosh, I found this in the bin.
Get out.
This was like my holy grail find. Yeah. So I'm not selling this. So
where's your picture?
What's that?
Where's your picture?
What picture? Of finding it?
No.
Oh. See, it's upstairs.
It's not right in front of you at all times? What?
No, it's upstairs. It's behind glass, actually, upstairs in my cabinet. So, yeah. So I found that. And my friend, well, actually, this is going to be my thrifty encounter, so I won't say who found it. But a friend of mine, actually, who I did not go to the bins with, found this and gave it to me. It's actually, it's in great condition. It's in perfect condition. And it's baskets of Cambodia, which obviously it's made in Cambodia. It's hand woven. It's a gorgeous bag. Yeah. So, do you want to take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. All right, so I did a bunch of I haven't done t-shirts in a while, but I was kind of just leafing through them, and I found some goodies. So I'm going to burn through them real quick here and show you what I found. So this is Sammy's Beach Bar Rum, and that Sammy is Sammy Hagar, and Sammy's got a rabid fan following. Sammy used to own Cabo Wabo tequila. He sold the tequila. He still owns the cantinas. He currently owns this rum, and I heard he just started another tequila with Kenny Chesney. So anything Sammy Hagar related is a good thing to pick up, and it'll always sell well for you. This is one of my favorite t-shirts, Nadine, because without keyword spamming, I can officially put Elvis Presley and John Lennon in the same title. All right. So Elvis, many years ago, came out with a CD called Elvis One. It was all his #1 hits. And on the back of this T-shirt, it says, "Before there was Elvis, there was nothing. John Lennon." So I can officially put Elvis Presley and John Lennon in the same title without keyword spamming. I've sold this shirt probably 20 times, and this one is unworn. It is black as black can be, never been washed. Now, this one has me stumped. All right. It is old. It is made in the USA. And it is a Seattle Seahawks promo shirt. Let me show you who produced it first. So it's Bud Light. Okay. Made in the USA on a Delta Pro weight. But I've never really seen a shirt like this. And the other thing that has me scratching my head is Seattle is backwards.
Error?
I don't know. It's got this little thing down here. So it's a very weird promo shirt. I haven't done any research on it yet, but I have friends who are Seahawks fans. And so if it turns out to be an error, they can just have it. But if it turns out to be an error and it's something awesome that are like all Seahawks fans have to have, then I'll sell it. And then I don't care for the show, but I know a lot of ladies like it. So here's a Dr. Oz scrub top.
Oh.
It was in the regular scrubs, but this was obviously a promo for his show. And so anyone who likes that show would probably love this Dr. Oz What's up? So Sherry says she's from Seattle and she's never seen that shirt. So it is older. Again, not necessarily my political leaning, but this shirt was too good to leave behind. And I don't want to hear no other comments. It's just I'm going to make some money. I don't care.
Okay.
It is a Trump shirt. We shall overcome.
Okay.
That was a good parody shirt. $3, and I'll probably sell it for 25. And then Nadine will not understand this, but anyone who watched TV last night, and I didn't yet, so don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I haven't seen the episode last night. This is from The Walking Dead, and this is one of those shirts from Loot Crate, and we've talked about Loot Crate in the past. Loot Crate is a subscription service where you get a box of goodies every month. And Negan is the bad guy this season, and he has a baseball bat with barbed wire. So this is an ad for Negan Sluggers.
Okay.
About $20 shirt. Now, Marvel Comics, there's tons of T-shirts out there. Spider-Man, Captain America, all those, and they all could sell, but there's so many. You got to find a unique one. I thought this was pretty unique. This was specifically for Shield. Now, Shield is a TV show, but Shield is interwoven throughout all of Marvel Comics as this like kind of secret, like almost like the CIA, but even more secretive security force that patrols the world, basically. So this is a recruitment shirt to begin with, as opposed to just a plain. You ready me to throw it back to you?
Yes, I am.
So,
so I wanted to show this. This is called this is a usually in Pakistani, Middle Eastern, that from that part of the world. These types of long tunic tops are called kurtis. Kurti is the name of it, and they're beautiful. They're usually they're usually embroidered. A lot of them have beading on them. They're lined. This might be one that I'm keeping for myself, but they do sell well. And depending on how embellished they are, the size of them and all, they can sell very well. Now, there is they are kind of saturated because there's a lot that are imported, and some sell for less than others, but you can make decent money, in the $30 range or so for these. So the name of that again is Kurti, and this purse was from the bins, and this is 1940s. And how can I tell that it's 1940s? Oh, wow. It's the styling of it. It's got this accordion fold. Here, if you look, it's almost like a file, like one of the file fold kind of thing. That is 40s. Now it's got some wear to the edges. It's leather, but this type of lock, the handle is leather. It's not plastic. You can just tell that. And the inside, it's lined with this beautiful. This is called grosgrain, the fabric grosgrain, however you pronounce that. I know someone's going to say that I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sure, but if you look, I can't tell what the brand is. The letters are worn off, but it's whatever it is, it's a beautiful, beautiful bag, and it is 1940. So even in this condition, it should sell pretty well, and that was a find from the bins. And it should go for, I'm hoping to get, $30 to $40 for it. Because of the condition, I will have to take a little bit off, but it should still do well. And this was another find from the bins. Now, I know that this is quality, the SL. I don't know, it's vintage. It's definitely real suede. However, I am not sure what the brand is. I can't make it out. I'm going to have to try to figure that out. I'm sure I will once I do a Google image search, but either way, this will do very well, just from the styling and the fact that it is vintage. And So that's a beautiful bag. And I don't usually pick up ties, but when I find them, you know, in the bins or, you know, for next to nothing and they're in good condition, I will. And this is a fun one. This would be a great tie for, you know, like a science teacher or, you know, a paleontologist, someone that works at a museum, and it's actually museum.
Can you show us the tie? You're showing the side of your computer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you forget where your camera was?
No. I thought it was, I'm seeing myself on the screen. So sorry about that.
Watch that later. You're like way over here.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So there's the tie.
Dearest Apple Mac, look at this tie.
And it is Museum Artifacts is the brand.
Cool.
So, yeah, so that was just laying around in the bins. And I
just laying there waiting for Nadine to pick them up.
Exactly. And then you will like this, Jason. This is a Hawaiian, and it's got this inside of it, and I already took my pictures for the listing. But inside of it, this is a Hawaiian dress. Gorgeous Hawaiian dress, vintage. And it's got this kimono feel to it. On the inside, it's got ties. And I've never seen them. Yeah, so it ties on the inside so that it has this beautiful waistline on the outside. When it's tied, it has that kimono shape. So it's very pretty. It says Hawaii on it. And here is the tag. It's I don't dip it in my coffee. It's Kalina Fashions of Hawaii, and it's one size, but it's pretty large. So.
Yeah, so you tie it on the inside to accent your body. I mean, so you just leave it untied, obviously, or if you want to give it a shape. And for those who don't know, that is a muumuu, and that is not M-O-O-M-O-O. No woman would wear a dress named Moom. It's M-U-U, M-U-U. I cannot tell you how many muumuus I see spelled with O's. I'll check right now. Hawaiian muumuu.
Okay, so this is a Vera Bradley bag.
There are 16 Hawaiian muumuus on eBay right now. M-O-O-M-O-O.
Yes, M-U-U, M-U-U. And is that a space in between or no space?
Yes, 2 words.
Mm-hmm. I'll do one more and then I'll turn it over to you. I just have a couple
including
more.
Including the dress that you just showed, but just in purple instead of blue.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. So I don't tend to pick up. I'm very picky about the Vera Bradley that I pick up these days because the market is saturated. They don't sell as well. But this is a very cool Vera Bradley. It's flannel. It's quilted flannel fabric, and it's obviously plaid. And
very cool.
Yeah. So the inside is lined with this awesome geometric print. It's like a contrasting fabric. It's very pretty. So this is it's a large tote bag, and I paid $4.99 for it. So this one should do. I should get at least 30, maybe 40 for it. So
yeah, that's a weird one. I've never seen that pattern.
Yeah. There's a couple that are. I looked it up real quick, and there's a couple that are for sale that are more of like a traveler, luggage bag, and those are going for like 40 to 50. So I think I'll get somewhere around $40 for that, hopefully. Okay.
All right. So let me run through a couple of just odds and ends on my desk. Not to sell, but always look in the candle section. If you're a candle person like me, here's the Bath and Body Works Kitchen Spice 3-wick candle, which is new usually for like in the $25 range for $3. It smells delicious. So that's cool. I've been buying a ton of 8-tracks lately. I got like 20 more downstairs. They don't do well by themselves, but if I can put like 10 disco ones together, they'll do well. So here I got Saturday Night Fever. I got the Village People. But what is going to sell quite well on its own? Oh, I must have left. I had a couple more. So here is a Carpenters in quadraphonic sound.
Ooh.
So the quadraphonic, and I got 2 different Carpenters ones. These by themselves are selling for $30. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, an 8-track in 2017 can sell for $30.
That's awesome.
So I can't test it because I don't have one right now, a player. So I'll put untested. And then if they happen to say it doesn't work, you just got to believe them at that point because there's not really much you can do. And people are asking if I would put muumuu, M-O-O, in my title too. No, I wouldn't. There's not enough people who spell it wrong. There's only a few. When Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, if you spelled Earnhardt about 4 different ways, you could catch a lot of people, and that more so, but I wouldn't waste space with misspelling Moo. I would use that space to put more keywords from the Moo itself. Speaking of media, this is a CD-ROM for Windows, so it's probably 20 years, 25, 30 years old, but it's sealed, and I cannot find it anywhere. I've Googled it, I've eBayed it, everything else. I'll keep digging. It's called Executive Order 9066, the incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II in the internment camp.
Oh.
So it is the complete story in words, pictures, and film is critically important yet often ignored episode in modern American history. It's very odd to me that I can't find this anywhere, and it's got no barcode. But I thought, we always talk about old media sells. This is sealed, so if anyone is interested in this from a history standpoint, I think it should do quite well. But I'll definitely let you know. I paid $350 for it. And ever since Nadine told me to go find Missoni shower curtains, I'm always in the shower curtain section now.
Missoni for Target or Missoni anything.
Yeah, I didn't find a Missoni, but I did find this unopened Winnie the Pooh for $2.
Oh, cool.
And okay. I couldn't. And a quick. I mean, I would have bought it anyway. But a quick research, I couldn't find this Winnie the Pooh shower curtain anywhere. So I figured for $2, cool. And you guys can't hear this, but he keeps talking on my desk.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is going, if you market it right, this goes for about $40 to $50. It is Eddie the Talking Elf, Buddy the Talking Elf from the movie, Will Ferrell.
Yes.
And some people sell for 20 and some sell for 50. And it's really, if you go look this up, half are 20, half are 50. They're the same thing. The people selling for 20 are undershooting and leaving money on the table. And the people selling it for 50 are very smart. And guess which one I'm going to do, Nadine?
You're going to sell it for 50.
Yeah, exactly. And those of you in the chat today, I don't know what's going on, whose Cheerios I peed in. I'm so sorry. I want to thank all the admins for helping me clean out the one asshole who keeps coming back. So if those of you who have to read it, I'm so sorry. And then one more.
I haven't actually seen any of the messages.
And then if you watch the Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon does a segment every once in a while, music you shouldn't listen to. And I always like buying weird old media. This is called Dream Speaker by Tim Weisberg. And the picture is of a giant flute in a cityscape. So I had to buy it for that alone. But wait for the back, Nadine. Here's Tim on his bike.
That's a great design there.
This might have been a waste of $1.99. But I will give it I do have a record player. I will give it a listen to. And if it's horrendous, I'll take a quick video and I'll share it with everybody.
That is funny.
I'll pop it back to you, and then I got a few things to end with that.
Sure. So I talked about this brand. This is a size extra large skirt. And it's got these beautiful vases and cornices and whatever they are on it. But it's called Soft Surroundings, and I've talked about this brand before. So if you find this brand, and it's a good price, usually, pick it up, and especially if it's a size like this, like an extra large or a decent size. So that usually sells. And then this fabric, this is gorgeous fabric, and this has a few keywords going for it. So there's the fabric, beautiful print, and it is, if you look on the salvage, it is Midwest Modern by Amy Butler for Rowan Fabric. So it's got 3 things going for it. Amy Butler is a known designer, and Midwest Modern is a brand, and Rowan Fabrics is a great fabric brand too. So it's got a few, it's got great keywords going for it. And there's, I think there's about 4 yards here. So this should do really well. And I paid $1.99 for it. And I should be able to sell it for probably $40 or so. So not bad. And let's see, this is just plain awesome. And if I were to sell it, I think it would it would do pretty well, but this is one I'm going to be keeping. I found this in the dollar room at Philly AIDS Thrift. It's got a rodeo horse on it. And of course,
I was looking up and I thought you said a rodeo horse, and I'm like, what's a rodeo horse?
A rodeo horse.
It's just, I'm like, oh, she said rodeo.
It's just a cool vintage print, and this is the kind of thing that you're, so I might end up keeping this one, but if I don't, I would probably sell it for $30 to $40. It's in great condition. It is missing the belt, but that's not a deal breaker ever. Always look around for the belts, by the way. But and then I have 2 more items to show. I found, actually there's 3. Sorry. I found this in the bins, and I thought this would be great for either a kid or somebody who's just really dedicated to the brand. It needs a little cleaning up, but the brand is Speedo, and it's just a fun fish bag. Yeah, it's a fun bag, and it's in pretty good condition. It's vinyl, so it's easy to clean up. It just has a few smudges like on the inside, but it can easily be cleaned up. And I thought that was a fun bag. So I think that it should bring me at least $20, $25 if nothing else. But it's, from being from the bins, that was a great one. And this just piqued my interest at Goodwill. It was behind the glass. And this is 1940, or I'm sorry, it's actually 1960, I think it was, 66. It was 1966. So it's a brand, and it's brand new in the box. It's a hymnal. It's a Catholic daily mass hymnal, and it just piqued my interest. I didn't look it up in the store or anything, but I took a gamble on it because it was half off. It was only $2.50 behind the glass. So, and it had the original box, and I just got an offer on it today for $20, and I took it. I had put it up for $29.99, but they actually aren't selling as well as I thought they would. Mine does have the box, so that's a pro, but I took the offer for $20 today, and that's not bad when I paid $2.50. So
nice.
Yeah, so I do look for those religious items, but that's one that wasn't selling as well as I thought it would, but I still made something on it. So, and these type of jewelry boxes were really, really popular in the 60s, and if you find these, people love these because they have these inserts inside. And if you look, you can put, they have rooms for rings and other jewelry. And then there's these little holes for the earrings. And yeah, so they always do really well. They have kind of like a velvety insert, and they're usually made of this, this kind of upholstery fabric on the outside. A lot of them were blue. This one is green, but so these usually, these will sell for $20 all day, but some of them go for a little more, the larger ones, some of them that have a little more detail, but this will probably go for $20, $25, and this was from the bin. So
nice.
Yeah. So, and I think I have one more. This was a surprise brand. This isn't a typical, Eileen Fisher usually makes very plain, very low-key kind of conventional items. Now this has this awesome lace detail on it. It's the cardigan, and it's a cashmere blend. It doesn't have any holes in it, but there are a couple holes in the lace, and it is a size small, but this should still do very well. So I should still get about $30 for this, and this was another bins find. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I seem to have a fan today in the chat. Huh. Anyway, all right, let me talk about a couple more things. Real quick before I show you the sweatshirt that you're all wanting to see. Make sure you hit the like button, which I think is over here if I'm doing this correctly now, and hit the subscribe button, which is over underneath underneath here. And Thursday night, we'll be back to normal time for Thrifty Business with Jay and A. This week, we're going to talk about silverware.
Flatware. Yes.
Flatware, silverware, whatever you want to call it. The thing that you stick your food on and stick in your mouth. There you go.
Yeah, now that.
And then those of you in the Secret Beach, we have a webinar later today at 2 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock East Coast time.
And also, if you're in the area in April, or even if you're not in the area, we have someone now from Florida who's coming up to our classes. April 10th and April 12th, we're doing classes in the Philly burbs. So you can sign up. You can find the links on Thrifty Business or in in the thrifting board, and we'd love to have you. They are filling up, so if you want to claim a spot, claim it soon.
Yep, I got the little alert that the one class is almost sold out. So if you want to learn all this stuff and a ton more that we've been showing you today, getting deeper into every section, this is the class for you. We got someone coming from Florida and North Carolina. So get there. We'll have a good time. You'll learn a lot. All right,
Definitely.
so Nate keeps telling me to get to the linen section. So I bought these old family circus sheets.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so these were $3 for 2 sheets. So I thought that was pretty cool. Those of you who are old enough to remember the family circus.
I do.
Also the linen section, and I just wish it was more, was this piece.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
This is some badass 70s browns and yellows. But there's not
like upholstery. Is it heavy? It looks like upholstery fabric. Heavy.
It's not like, super heavy. It's like kind of in between.
No. It has like a texture to it, though. It looks like textured cotton. Yeah, so that's some nice fabric. Somebody could do a pillow or that or something.
Yep. And then I'm always on the hunt for ladies' pajamas, but I found some vintage men's pajamas yesterday. So here they are. They're actually in pretty good shape. And the brand is Weldon Permanent Press polyester cotton blend, size B, medium, whatever that means. B, medium. So I have not looked these up yet, but I thought, and they're still elastic.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that's good to find.
Really crazy.
Yeah, a lot of times it's disintegrated. Yeah, the elastic is.
It wasn't. Somebody was asking if that fabric was bar cloth. It wasn't bar cloth, but it was definitely on the heavier duty side. Now, I bought these jeans to wear because my wife hates obnoxious jeans, and I like to wear them. But
so you bought them because she hates them?
Yep, they don't fit me. And the brand is 8732 or something. I don't know, but I still think I should be able to sell these. They're pretty cool.
Those are pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. I like them. Yeah.
I think they were too long for me or something. They didn't fit right, but
that's awesome.
I thought they were cool. So it might have been an accidental. It might have been an accidental good purchase. And then the other day I did a video. If you saw one of my videos from the 8 app, I did a video from a Goodwill store that had a line almost or to the back of the store, and I wasn't going to wait. And I found one good thing, Nadine, and I left it right where it was. I didn't. Guess what? It was still there tomorrow when there was no line. This you probably won't know this.
Okay, well, try me.
But there's a TV show called Seventh Heaven. And this is a robe from like one of the actors would wear. They never sold a robe. So here's a Seventh Heaven robe.
I have heard of the TV show, so that's something there.
Well, it was also mired in problems because the main guy got arrested for molestation, I think.
Oh, well, that would be a problem.
So not only is it a show people liked, it also is, it was in the news for not good things, but I thought that would be a cool purchase because it wasn't commercially available anywhere. All right. Last couple things here. Okay. I showed you this. Now, Savers always has a Christmas section all year round, so always check it because that's when you find good stuff. This is not a branded item, but it's an awesome snow globe that plays music, and it was only 75 cents. So I figured this will be easy to sell at Christmas. I'll shake it up, I'll play the music, and I'll do a video. Couldn't pass it up for 75 cents. And this, I always tell you guys to buy these. These are from Hallmark. They do a new one every year. If you throw a video in, depending on how old they are, if you look at this one right now, I'm seeing one sold for $29 and for $12.99. Again, the $12.99s are aiming too low and taking too little money. $8 mark.
Oh, cool. Now, if you find those, Jason, because I've seen them in the store. Actually, there was one in the bins, and it was a little beat, so I didn't get it. But obviously didn't have the batteries in it, so it wasn't. You couldn't test it. Do they still sell if they don't work?
No, because there's enough of them out there that do work.
Yeah. So it's not. You wouldn't advise taking a chance on one that doesn't play when you try it. And
LV Looper said, "Isn't eBay getting rid of videos? They are getting rid of active content, which videos falls under that. But they are working on figuring out a way to keep videos as an option. So
they should really have like videos like they have photos, insert video.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
they might lose it and it might come back, and I will be on the forefront of making sure it comes back. Yeah. So if it happens, I will be right there making sure it happens. It comes back.
I have one more item to show, actually.
All right, liar.
No, I want to ask this. Now the box is a little beat up. It's from the 1980s. It's it says color forms on it, which was a thing, TM Ideal color forms, and it's sugar and spice. It has the original box. It's a little dented and all. I paid $3.99 at Goodwill, but it's in great shape. It's a musical. It's a little music box, and it's straight up 80s, and it does work. Good place. Yeah, there it goes. So I can't find one exactly like it, so I'm not sure what to list this at, but it says Color Forms, Ideal Toy Company, Sugar and Spice. So
Very cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I will be listing it high if I can't. I have to do a little more research, but it's a, yeah, so that's one that I will need a video for.
Very neat. Yeah, so get that up now. Just in case videos go away for a little while, get it up now. All
yeah,
right.
I have to list that one.
Here we are. We're at the end. I was in the sweatshirt section. Here's what's crazy. We went to 3 Savers, and you know, you guys are getting hammered with snow today. I've got the air conditioning on and the ceiling fan because it's like 84 here. So to us and to this part of the country, we're coming out of winter, so the sweatshirts are kind of waning away. And what Savers do is they put away, hey there, rustly paper. Can you quiet
Sorry,
it down?
yeah.
They put away a lot of sweatshirts and jackets, so that section will get really small coming up, and then the t-shirts and the short sleeves will get bigger. And I hadn't been looking at sweatshirts, but I stopped. We went to 3 stores. I only looked at sweatshirts in 1 store, and I'm so glad I did because I found 2 cool sweatshirts. This was the first one I saw. Nadine, do you know who this is? Let's see if you can go 100% for your pop culture references today.
Is that Marilyn Manson?
Nope. But you're right. It is a band. It is harder.
I'm
sure someone in the chat will know.
Yeah. It's not Kiss.
Nope. Oops. Very famous image.
Yeah.
Very famous. So
So
this is a hoodie.
Oh, is that Alice Cooper?
Nope.
Oh, I'm on the right track though.
Yes, you're very close.
Misfits.
Yep, the Misfits.
And I didn't get that. So, yeah. I would have.
So this is a cool hoodie. I paid what I paid. I paid $5 for it, and I'll probably get in the neighborhood of 30 or 40. And the sweatshirt y'all been waiting for. I saw it. I was gonna buy it anyway because it's super cool. I knew exactly what it was, and I paid $7 for it. And while I was standing in line, I was looking it up, and none had sold or been listed in the last 3 months. And I thought, that's odd. And then I got home and I tear-peeked it for a year, and none have been sold in a year. And then I found out how awesomely limited it was, and that it had a little bonus thing happen at the end. So here is the sweatshirt. Now, there's a band called Anthrax. For those of you who don't know, Anthrax is a really hard rock band, been around forever. The leader of the band, Scott Ian, is Jewish, and he got tired of seeing bands do ugly Christmas sweaters. So he did an ugly Hanukkah sweatshirt for Anthrax. So you got the pentagrams, you got the dreidels, you got the menorahs, and you got the band logo. So I found it very odd that during Christmas Hanukkah season, none of these got sold. And so I was like, I wonder why. So when I did some research, 2 things that really stuck out that made this awesome.
That would be a Star of David,
Yes.
not a pentagram.
No, it's a pentagram.
It's a
Star of David. It is Star of David. That was a pentagram.
Yeah.
What stuck out was they only sold 300 worldwide. That was it. It was limited to only 300. This one is in amazing condition. And the more awesome thing is they stole this pattern and just added their band name to it from another guy who had made this already like 3 years earlier. So the band was sued for $1 million. So not only is it rare because they didn't make that many, they won't make it again because they've been sued for it. So I put this up there as one of the rarest sweatshirts I will ever find. And when something doesn't sell for a year, so 2 holiday seasons, I couldn't find anyone sold. So that means It is tough to come by. So yeah, sorry, David. My bad.
Yeah, I had to catch that one.
Yeah.
Like,
People are saying, "Where's Stacy?"
Yeah. It's like, oh God, you're confusing
What do you think? I'm married to a Jew? Come on.
Gosh, a known Jewish symbol with a pentagram. Yeah, okay. No, very different. Star of David and pentagram.
So I'm gonna put this up for $399. It is rare. It's part of a lawsuit. It's cool, and obviously not easy to find.
What are you gonna list it for? Did you say $199?
No, $399.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shoot for 200. I would think that'd be a good amount. But yeah, as soon as they sold the 300, they got sued right away, and I don't know where the lawsuit is, so who knows if it's still going on. But yeah, Stacy is gonna smack me. But there it is. That is the coolest. And like I said, I didn't look at any other sweatshirt at the other two stores. I never looked at sweatshirts. So man, it was that force, Nay, that thrifty force, that Spidey sense that you're like, I must look at sweatshirts in this store. Oh, this and the Misfits hoodie. What a great two sweatshirts.
Very cool.
So there you go. That is our haul for the last couple of weeks. As you can see, there is cool stuff to always be found.
My stuff. And I have a lot to list here. Goodness.
And all these things can be found at thrift stores. Easy peasy. You got to know what to look for. You don't know what you don't know till you know it. And that's what we can teach you April 10th and 12th in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area. So come on and sign up. I'll even put the link down here to underneath. If you're watching this after the fact, I'll put the link to the sign up page. And we're almost sold out of one. It's getting close on the other one. So don't wait.
And we got people coming from Florida, North Carolina. So no excuses that a 2-hour drive is too far or it's not close enough. Because if you want to invest in your business, this is a good way to do it.
Yep. All right, cool. I got to go because I got a webinar in a couple hours, and I'm giving a speech next week at ASD. So if you're coming for ASD next week, Sunday, 2:45, I'm speaking about hiring an assistant, and my speech is due in 5 hours, and I haven't done it yet. So for that, I'm going to say this has been Thrifty Business with J&A Thrift Hauls. I am Jay. This is my lovely co-host.
Nay, thank you.
And we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yes. Bye. Bye. Have a good day.